Good morning, Zio here, and today we're talking about the Elder Scrolls 6 and Bethesda, because, yeah, there's some info. Anyway, not exactly particularly good info, but it's an interesting info, right? So yeah, I guess with all that, let's get into it, shall we? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so now at the end of the video. If you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, but whatever you do, at least share it out into the interweb so other people can then like or dislike the video afterwards. But the Elder Scrolls 6 has a bit of controversy in a feature that they have apparently decided to let us know is going to be in the game. And yeah, people have a good reason to worry about it. Now, how it's going to be implemented, we will discuss that, but we'll go briefly over what this is, what exactly it means, things that have this particular feature in it and why it's controversial for an Elder Scrolls series. But apparently during an interview, Todd Howard himself made note about procedural generation, and more specifically how these engines changes will facilitate procedural generations. And they were talking about the new engine that they're using to implement Elder Scrolls 6, which is something Bethesda has needed for a long time, a new engine. Oh my gosh. Anyway, because they haven't built a new engine in so long and cobbled together things like Fallout 76 is why Fallout 76 is the massive trash fire that it has been, when it comes to hacking, among other things. And, you want to get upset over it, fanboys of Fallout 76, that's fine. But, facts don't lie. Your game is highly hackable, highly moddable, and messed up. Anyway, and yes, I have played it, and I'm just not a fan. I would rather go play Fallout 3 or 4 or Las Vegas. But yeah, so procedural generation is going to be a thing. Now, what exactly is procedural generation, right? So let's look at that real quick. But anyway, in video games, it is used to automatically create large amounts of content in a game. Depending on the implementation, advantages of procedural generation can include smaller file sizes, larger amount of content, and randomness for less procedural or predictable gameplay. Procedural generation is a branch of media synthesis. Anyway, I didn't mean to read that last part. I just kept going. But essentially, it allows things that, to be made on the fly. Games that would be procedurally generated, here's a nice little list if you want to look at it. But it's things like Minecraft. The world of Minecraft is procedurally generated every time you start a new game, right? Diablo, the maps outside the towns, those get procedurally generated, and they change all the time when you play Diablo or something. So when you log into the game, it's a different map. Back with Diablo 2, there was actually a thing called a map hack, and it was on a CD that you would swap the game disc out for, and it would actually map the procedurally generated map for you, so you didn't have to explore it. It was kind of ingenious. Anyway, why do I know that? I have no idea. It's not like I ever used such a thing. Anyway, going on, things like Stardew Valley, the cave areas is procedurally generated. Terraria, the world is procedurally generated. Things like that. The civilization, you do a random map and it procedurally generates that map unless you've got like a specific custom thing for it or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much what procedurally generated things look like, which is why people are kind of like, whoa, hold on a second, because a lot of the times when procedural generation is implemented, it's on the map. It's not a static map like other games, like all Elder Scrolls and Fallout games in the past or whatnot, where the map is still the map all the time, and quests and things are in the same location and stuff like that. So no matter who's playing through, you'll always find the same thing. Yeah, they have random events, random encounters, which is a nice thing, to implement. And I guess you could kind of say those are procedurally generated. So I don't know if they're just referring to a system similar to that, where they're going to be able to procedurally generate certain like unique encounters or something like that a lot better, because you know, with games now, they're kind of rare. They do happen, but they're not like, you know, it's not like a thing that happens a lot or anything. Maybe this will impact that kind of thing. You know, and loot is generally procedurally generated too. You know, they've got like these placeholders in there, and it's like, this will drop a sword depending on the player's level. You know, that's going to be dwarven or something, or elvish, something like that. So, you know, then it can kind of procedurally generate the correct item depending on your current level and stuff like that. You know, so how this is going to be implemented is not really known. A lot of people, I'm sure, are fearing that the map itself is just going to be like procedurally generated, which if that's the case, this is how you kill Elder Scrolls 6 out the gate. I, on the other hand, don't think that's going to be the case. It's going to be smaller things, maybe dungeons or something to that effect. Maybe that's what they're going with. Maybe there's going to be, you know, dungeons are going to be sectioned off kind of deal, where you go into it, it's got to load up for a split second, and it procedurally generates the dungeon itself that you're going into. So maybe that cave next to that city that you always go into has a different layout every time you go in, which isn't that bad of a thing either, right? You know, I don't mind that as well. You know, it maybe that cave will always house the Pirate King Budabus or something, right? And that cave, you've got to go down there for a quest or something, or you just randomly explore and go find it and stuff. And there's an item that dude's going to carry, and he's always going to carry it, or it's always going to be sitting there on a table or something for you to go find. You know, but the layout of the dungeon itself, the cave, is going to be different every time you go in, and I think that would be kind of a cool thing as well. You know, that would definitely be some variety, because that is also one of the other things that you know, a lot of games like the Elder Scrolls do fall victim to, is the fact that, you know, you're going to see that cave again, right? You know, you go down into this cave or whatnot, you're going to see a similar layout to that cave probably elsewhere in the game at some point in time. It doesn't always happen. A lot of times they do craft these things separate, but this will also save a lot of time in that crafting section as well. You know, it's going to save the developers a lot of time if they don't have to craft 150 separate instances without, you know, copy and pasting this and that. And you know, I think WoW could actually use some of that as well, to be totally honest, because every time you go into a cave, a lot of the caves they got the same layout almost all of the dang time. A lot of them do anyway. But yeah, so you know, this is the thing that's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's going to be smaller things more than likely. And, you know, if it is like the world, for some odd reason, they decide that's what they're going to do, I can see there being a big problem, especially if it changes every time you load up the game. I don't think they're going to be doing that at all. That's going to be way too disruptive for standard Elder Scrolls play. It's going to be smaller things. It's going to be like small caves or something, you know, areas that, you know, you've got to load up every single time, that sort of thing. But it's not going to be like every time you walk into this house, the layout's going to be different kind of deal, right? You know, every time you walk into the castle's layout's going to be different. You know, everything's still going to be the same in that regards. I just think it's going to be something more along the lines of, this particular cave next to the city is going to have a new look every time you go in, kind of deal, right? The computer's going to, or the system or whatever, is going to generate its own little pocket dimension for you to go in, and it's going to be different, you know, based on game play, I guess. Maybe, you know, it might be a little off if you walk into the cave, save the game, leave the game, come back, walk back into the cave, and you haven't explored any of the cave because the cave has randomized itself again. I think it's going to be purely dependent at that point on actual game. So if you go in and make the character Burnt Toast, and Burnt Toast walks into this cave, explores 3/4 of it or 1/4 of it or something like that, saves, goes out, comes back, goes to work or something, then loads it up, goes back in. He's still going to explore 1/4, but it had already randomly generated at that point, and it's going to have its own seed that the game will always refer to every time you enter said cave, that sort of thing. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.